Utishthit Jagrat Prapya Varan Nibodhat.
Swami Vivekanand's clarion call, arise, awake, wake up yourself and awaken others, had infused in Indian hearts and awakened a slumbering nation. He still inspires us to build a resurgent India. Namaste, I Shilpa.
Namaste, I Manorma, your virtual moderators for the auspicious event Srijnoday 2022. We feel extremely privileged and honored to be given this opportunity to welcome you all.
On the behalf of St. Vivekanand Millennium School, with immense respect and affection, we cordially welcome you all in this unparalleled pan-global event, Srijnoday Vivekanand SMRITI Samaroh.
It is apparent that in our school, Swamiji's ideology is still alive and engaging.
True. St. Vivekanand Millennium School believes in the holistic development, which is a thorough pathway to learning intended to develop all sides of human brain.
Our school strives to deliver a modern education imbibed with invaluable Panch-Kosha philosophy, developing physical, mental, social, emotional and spiritual aspects of each and every child. Let's grace the event with a charismatic aura by lamp lightning, which takes us from darkness to light, and it really creates a positive ambience wherever it is lit.
दीपो ज्योति परब्रह्मा दीपो ज्योति जनार्दना दीपो हरतु मे पाप दीपो ज्योति नमोस्तुते शुभं करोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुख संप्रदा आत्मतत्त्व प्रबोधाय दीपो ज्योति नमोस्तुते दीपो ज्योति नमोस्तुते दीपो ज्योति नमोस्तुते.
To adorn the occasion, let's glorify the idol of Swami Vivekanand ji by taking his blessings.
ज्ञान भक्ति प्रदातारं पद्माक्षं गौरविग्रहं ध्यायेदेवं ज्योतिपुञ्जं लोककल्याणकारिणं परतत्त्वे सदा लीनो रामकृष्ण समज्ञया यो धर्मस्थापनरतो वीरेशं तं नमाम्यहं वीरेशं तं नमाम्यहं वीरेशं तं नमाम्यहम्.
Nothing great will be achieved without great men, and men are only great if they are determined to do so. Amid us, we have such an inspiring personality, Mr. Piyush Punj, our principal, who is a person of supreme intellect, a gamut of experiences, and a pinnacle of success. I feel highly honored to invite our principal, Mr. Piyush Punj, to share his words of wisdom with us.
Namaste. Hope by the grace of Almighty God, you all must be with the best of health and happiness at your places. Some of you will be in the school and some will be at their homes, because this COVID has taught us to stay at home and do our works at home. The work from home culture, which is the creation of this COVID. I am Piyush Punj, principal of St. Vivekanand Millennium School. The school has been doing Srijnoday from last 21 years, and this is our 22nd Srijnoday 2022. The very essence for doing Srijnoday is Vivekanand SMRITI Samaroh. This is not only to remember Swamiji, it is to spread among the students especially the ideology what he wanted with the youth. The purpose for this Srijnoday, which we changed from last 3 years. Earlier it used to be a competition. Now it is not competition, it is participation. Because we don't believe in competition, we believe in development. Those who have participated, they would have found all the events very interesting, very comfortable, because when you are into a competition, you develop a little bit stress. You develop certain those things in your mind where you want to be on top, pushing others down. So this Vivekanand Smriti SMAROH Srijnoday is a platform where all are winners. You will be provided with these certificates according to your performances, because you are to be appreciated and you are to be told also that you need something more to do so that you can develop in coming times. Those who get good grades should not feel that they are very good at everything, and those whose grades are a little bit low, they should not feel that they are weak. There is an opportunity to grow for everyone. Our Srijnoday is divided into 5 parts: Gyanoday, Abhasoday, Bhavoday, Kalaoday, and Pranoday. It is based on the philosophy of Panchakosha, the Panchakosha philosophy of education, which we are following in our school. So we have tried same in these competitions, not competition, the various participative events of this. I'm very happy to know that this time it is 140 plus schools, pan-global, who have participated, and this is an event where it was 2,500 plus students who have joined into this activity. As per Swami Vivekananda, the very essence of education is concentration of mind, not the collection of facts. Education must have a definite goal to pursue. The goal of education is man-making. Children, while doing this, you would have felt the same. While doing all these activities, you would have felt that when you are doing it, there was a lot of concentration to perform with the best. And that is the real education. Because education is not merely collection of data. Children, develop this habit, because Swami Vivekananda used to say that if I am to restart again my education, I'll focus more on concentration. This is your growing age. Develop this habit. Develop concentration. If you have a concentrated mind, you will be able to do each and everything very easily. Swami Vivekananda says, all power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Believe in that. You have to believe in yourself. This is what Swami Vivekananda wanted in the youth of country. He further says, the earth is enjoyed by the heroes. This is unfailing truth. Be a hero. Always say, I have no fear. Because this fear is the real cause of our degradation. When we are born, as we grow, the fear that develops in us makes us, stops us for doing certain things because we are more worried for how and what people will say. Do the things, be a hero. Further, Swami Vivekananda says, do one thing at a time, and while doing it, put your whole soul into it to the exclusion of all else. When you are doing anything, your focus should be only on that. You need not to worry for what is happening around, because perfection should be your aim. Because education is perfection already, it is manifestation of perfection already in man. We are in fact educated inside. We are to show if this fear is away. I won't be taking you much of time because we have got two good speakers in today's event. One is Swami Anupananji Maharaj, who is Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Ashram Chandigarh, and one is Mr. Vivek Atre, who is ex-IS officer, motivational speaker, author and TEDx speaker also. I would like you to listen to these two personalities, which is going to really give an impact on you for participating in Srijnoday. Through you, I'll thank your principals who have accepted our invitation and made their children to participate in this event. I thank all the concerned teachers also who have supported the children to do their best. This event we will be continuing next year also. So we wish you to participate again in this event and develop something more. In the end, I'll say, Swami Vivekananda used to say, they alone live who live for others, rest are more dead than alive. Children, when we are being given the human body that is there to do something for the others. Wherever you are, do something for the poor, needy, whom Swami Vivekananda used to say, Daridra Narayan. Do something for them and you will feel the real peace at your heart. God bless you all, and in the end, I pray for the well-being of all and pray that this COVID be over at the earliest, and let us have the same normal routine which we used to have earlier. With this, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You are truly an exemplar of humanity. Moving ahead, I am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce you all with the speaker of the day, who is none other than Mr. Vivek Atre. Enriched with diverse experiences as an engineer, cricketer, former IAS officer, and now an eloquent speaker and motivator. We are honored with your presence, sir, and extend a very warm welcome today in St. Vivekanand Millennium School.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं विवेक अत्रे और मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूं सृजनोदय के अवसर पर, जो कि स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के स्मृति के उपलक्ष्य में ऑर्गेनाइज किया जा रहा है और विवेकानंद मिलेनियल स्कूल पिंजौर द्वारा प्रिंसिपल पीयूष पुंज जी की लीडरशिप में, और मोनिका जी और जसकीरत जी इसके मेन ऑर्गेनाइजर्स हैं, और बहुत से स्कूल और स्टूडेंट्स मुझे मालूम हुआ है कि इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं. सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू बी स्पीकिंग टू यू on this occasion of Srijanoday being organized by Mr. Piyush Punj and his team. My main point to you today is the motivation and positivity that we need. It should be there constantly. We cannot let it flag and let it wane and let it reduce from time to time. So what happens, challenges will keep coming at us as students, as teachers, as normal human beings. Life is full of challenges. There is no life without challenge. There is no life without hiccups, ups and downs. Life is about ups and downs, turbulence, unpredictability. We can never say that something is 100% for sure and it will always remain the same. It doesn't happen that way. So we cannot even guess what we will be eating for lunch tomorrow, who we'll be meeting tomorrow. And when things happen, they undulate, they unfold, they take place in a manner that we are able to adapt ourselves. And it is a challenge. Sometimes difficult times come. As a student, perhaps the difficulty is exams or uncertainty of exams or admission in the higher college or where will I get my career and my job. All these uncertainties are part of life. Who will be my life partner? Will I have a stable and happy life? So all these things are normal to be there in every young person's lives, every young person's mind. And the battle of the mind is what we have to win. Ultimately, the battle of mind is where the battle of life is fought. Many people lose the battle of the mind. When the pandemic came, some people are feeling worse about it than others in the same situation. So if your situation is reasonably calm and good, you have a good family and a good home to support you, then you don't need to worry. Pandemics will come and go, difficulties will come and go. The last century saw world wars. Luckily, we are not in any situation like a world war at the moment. All of us have been comfortable at home. And if we have been in a tizzy and in a difficulty, it has been similar for everybody across the world. So we should not be the ones to feel worse than others. हमें कोई ज़्यादा दुखी होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. और मैं कई बार कहता हूँ अपने लेक्चर्स में, टॉक्स में, डोंट बी अ दुखी आत्मा, क्राई बेबी, रोंदू टाइप. Those who are crying at the drop of a hat, at anything that happens. Oh no, why is this happening? Why is it hot? Why is it cold? Why is the power not working? Why is this place so far away? Why should I be like that? If I have a complaining attitude to life instead of a thankful attitude to life, then life becomes very difficult. Because my negativity seeps through my body and mind also. And my mind is telling me the positives as well as the negatives. So I have to listen more to the positives. I have to listen more to the good things that my mind tells me. If somebody meets you and you think, oh no, this person is against me, that is not the right attitude. He or she may be against you for some reason which you have in your mind, but still give them the benefit of doubt unless they do something which is worse than what you should normally expect. Then of course you have a right to be firm and to retaliate and take action as in when you feel fit. But it is very important to stay cheerful and positive about people. There's a quote from Stan Dale, great writer and thinker. He said, I operate as if everybody in the world is out to enhance my well-being. सब मेरे दोस्त हैं, सब मेरे well-wishers हैं. Everybody wants to help me. That kind of attitude is very difficult to have. But if you can have a little bit of it, that means largely your vibrations also are being emitted in a positive, cheerful manner. That means you are a good human being who is receiving good vibrations from others. And ultimately, what is the earning of life? It is goodwill. How much money you have, however much fame you have, power you have, that's not the earning of life. Lata Mangeshkar was the greatest. We love her. Everybody is pouring out their heart on her passing. But Lata Mangeshkar didn't become great only because of her singing. There was something about her personality, something about her attitude to life, something about how hard she worked to become what she became, and something about her cheerfulness. She would smile while singing at times because the song was such. Greatness comes from cheerfulness and humility. Humility in the face of greatness. Otherwise, how can you remain great if you're not humble? You will collapse with a bang. There is a saying, be kind to people on the way up because you'll meet the same people on the way down. Life is very leveling. It levels out. You might think that today I've hit a double century as a cricketer and tomorrow also I'll hit a double century. You might be out on zero next time. Gundappa Vishwanath, great batsman for India, made his debut at Kanpur and he made zero in the first innings, 130 something in the second innings. So life is like that. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. We have to be ready for both. Let us take a story. Arthur Ashe. great man, great tennis player. He won Wimbledon. And when he won Wimbledon, he was on top of the world. People were celebrating and lauding him, applauding him. His name was in the papers. His photograph was there everywhere on TV, etc. And he was being, celebrated. Now, after some years, he was dying. Life is like that. He was dying of a critical ailment. Ultimately, he died. And people were writing to him, Arthur, we love you so much. Why is this happening to you? Why not to somebody else? He was getting letters written by hand in those days. And he wrote back in hand from the bed. He used to write back, reply. And he wrote, when I won Wimbledon, I was on top of the world. Everybody was praising me and everybody was applauding me. I was famous and I was second to none. Although millions of people play tennis, I was the one on top of the world. I did not ask God at that time, why me? Why am I being so famous now? Why am I so successful? When we are successful, do we ask God, why am I so successful? We think we have worked hard for it. But when it comes like this, an ailment comes or a difficulty comes, what right do I have, he said, to ask God, why me? मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Otherwise, we have this attitude. When something good happens to others, we are like, oh no, he must have done some gadbad, that's why he's so successful. And when we are successful, we take it for granted. When our family is loving us, we take it for granted. When things go wrong, then we start crying. So the attitude has to be reversed. An attitude of gratitude is a motivational attitude. It is a positive, cheerful attitude. We have to be grateful to God for what we have. And then life becomes a bed of roses in a way. Because when we are grateful for what little things we have, then that love of your family, the love of your friends, the pat on the back which your teacher gave in class 8 or 9, remember those things as your assets and plus points. These are the things that matter. Your grandmother or even your, let's say, little niece gave you love, gave a loving hug to you. That is what matters. So ultimately, whether you are an IAS officer, I was an IAS officer. I resigned and became a motivational speaker. Now I have TEDx talks. I have a lot of Josh talks. People follow my YouTube channel, Vivekanand. They follow me on Instagram. So whether I was an IAS officer or whatever I'm doing now, I have to be grateful. Grateful for all the love and adulation and whatever following I have. I cannot take it for granted. I cannot say, oh no, I'm going to be this, that and the other. I can't do like that. I can't behave like that. I can't conduct myself like that. The more humble you are, the more hard you work, the more calm you are, the better your life will be. Your reactions to others have to be cheerful. Keep smiling, be helpful to others, compassionate to others. And calmness is your best friend. Calmness and creativity. Adopt these two C's in your life. Calmness comes from sports, physical activity, meditation. Meditation is the vital activity of your life. Yoga, meditation. Please do that regularly. And follow some path. I follow meditation. I read a lot of books on meditation. Paramahansa Yogananda, author of the Autobiography of a Yogi, my favorite book. I have written 4 books. Don't read them if you don't have time, but read Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. And you must remain calm as much as possible. Calmness gives you positive health, physical, spiritual, mental well-being. Then creativity. Creativity brings color to life, brings excitement to life, brings happiness to life. You become a better person because you are an artist, a musician, good at your work, entrepreneurship skills. Public speaking skills are also important. If I am delivering a speech which is the same every day, I'll also get bored. So today my speech is different from yesterday. I enjoy that creativity. I bring in a new story. So let's close with the fact that life is meant to be led with some determination, calmness, creativity, all-round ability, cheerfulness, thankfulness, balance. These are the keys to life. So remember that we talked about these things. Khush rahiye, be happy, be successful in whatever you do, and if difficulties come, be calm. They will go away, but you have to be calm in that difficult time. And one day the sun will rise again for you and you'll be high in the sky. Then be humble. Thank you. Jai Hind. All the best to all the participants. And once again, thank you to Mr. Piyush Punj and the teachers who have organized this event for Srijanoday. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. You have always ignited the young minds in bringing their teaspoon of transformation in the world. We are looking forward to hear you again. Now, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our eminent chief guest, Swami Anupamanand Ji, who is Secretary Ramakrishna Mission Ashram, Chandigarh.
ॐ नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुस्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Saint Vivekananda Millennium School, Pinjore, has been conducting Swami Vivekananda Smriti SMAROH for the past many years. And as part of that program, Srijanoday, which was being conducted every year, since last year it is being conducted virtually because of the pandemic. And hence it has become a pan-global program. This year, apart from India, the entries, registration from Australia, Nigeria, Kuwait, Dubai, and in India itself, more than 10 states, students are participating in this program. There are about 135 schools, and more than 2,500 students have registered for this particular event. As the name suggests, Srijanoday is there to give an opportunity to children to express their creativity. And there are four different sections in that. Jnanoday, about knowledge; Abhasoday, about practice; Bhavoday, about emotions and feeling; Kaloday, about their ability in the field of art and culture; and also Pranoday, about the ultimate reality. So these are all different kinds of sections, field in which the children have been given an opportunity to represent their creativity. And I am extremely happy that Piyush Punjji, the principal of Saint Vivekananda Millennium School, Pinjore, he has requested me to give a message. And the message is, this being Swami Vivekananda Smriti SMAROH, let us discuss a little about what Swami Vivekananda wanted. All of us know Swami Vivekananda gave the message of Vedanta to the whole world. It's not only that, he has spoken and he has given idea regarding different fields of human personality. And one of them is education. And Saint Vivekananda Millennium School is trying to inculcate that idea of education of Swami Vivekananda among their children. What Swami Vivekananda talks about education? He says the education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. Education is not book learning, he says. It's not getting degree. It's not only that. There is much more. What is that? Bringing out this perfection already in man. We must know that every child has got the talent. And bringing out this talent is actually what education means. So education is a training. Swami Vivekananda says training by which the current and expressions of the will are brought under control and manifested. So this is very important, the willpower, developing the willpower. So as what does manifestation of perfection already in man means? Perfection means the excellence. You must know that. Every child has got the ability to excel in one or the other field. Education is there to give an opportunity, give an environment. An environment, they should be put in an environment where their talent manifests. The excellence in them that comes out and manifests, put into practice. That is why the great men call education as as something. There are two kinds of ideas about that. The teacher, they compare him to a potter. A potter makes a pot, or a sculpture makes a statue. But then, when it comes to a potter, the mud has no life. In the same way, the stone from which sculpture brings out a statue, murti, beautiful murti, has no life. Everything is with the sculpture. Whereas in education, the specialities are, we are dealing with the human beings, children. So that is why a teacher is, also compared to a gardener. What a gardener does, he has got variety of plants, different kinds of plants. Say, apple and mango and other these things. And what he has to do, he cannot bring out the mango himself. After planting the sapling, he has to create an environment. He has to give proper quantity of mud, then manure, and then water it properly, supply manure at regular interval, watering it properly, and when it is in young, when the plant sapling is young, protect it with a fence. All this, that means he has to create an environment, proper environment, so that if it is a apple tree, the best apple is produced. And if it is a mango tree, the best mango is produced. In the same way, the education, the parents and the education institutions are responsible to create an environment where the hidden talent of the children are brought out, and then ultimately it is manifested to bring out that excellence. Whichever field they have the talent, remember, this is very, very important. It's challenging to find out the talent in them and ultimately create an environment whereby they express that, manifest it, and ultimately put that into practice in life, in different walks of life. So that's why it's very important, as Swami Vivekananda points out, education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. That means to excel, the perfection is, that ability is already there. Education is only, you are not putting something new, rather bringing out in a best manner. Say for example, if you have a mango seed and throw it in the forest, it will become a mango tree. It may give few mango fruits also as the years go by. But then, if you are an expert gardener, what you will do, you will give a proper environment. So you will plant it in proper manner and then water it, the proper quantity. An environment is given good air, so it will get a nice air. The same way manure, and to protect its fence, everything is provided in such a way, when it is properly given, this environment is given, then it grows into a huge mango tree and gives best quality of mangoes and also quantity also. In the same way, when the children have this ability or the talent as we call it, when you create an environment whereby they can express, so that their talent is brought out and that put into practice, that will be useful for them. First, it will be beneficial to them, to the society, and also to the whole world. So that's why Srijnoday is an effort. Srijnoday is an effort here to creativity, to bring out them. So we find out in what field they have got the talent. And ultimately, when we support them, we encourage them, we create an environment so that that talent is manifested, and surely the children are going to become the best one. That is why Swami Vivekananda gives a message to the children. What is the children? He says, in education, if you want to manifest the talent already in you, what is to be done is that focus your energy, concentration. He famously told, take up one idea, make that idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. So that is why this is what Swami Vivekananda points out. Focusing our energy. Children always should remember that focusing our energy in the proper direction is what is very important. That is why focus. Take up one idea and think of that. Dream of that idea. And then what happens? Out of that comes the power, mental power. You are able to concentrate your mind when you love that idea, when you have passion for that idea. And then what happens? Your whole personality, your muscles, your nerves, every part of your body, your brain, when it is full of that idea, you get that passion. When you have passion for a particular thing, you are bound to excel. So that is why it's very important to remember that this particular program is organized as a Swami Vivekananda Smriti SMAROH in memory of Swami Vivekananda. And that's why we must understand this educational ideas of Swami Vivekananda. Focus your energy, and for the parents in the schools, find the talent and create an environment whereby children are able to express themselves, manifest the excellence. As Swami Vivekananda points out, the human excellence, that when it comes out, then what happens? First, it benefits them, the children themselves, and it benefits society and benefits the whole world. So, on this day, I am extremely happy that more than 2,500 children are participating in that. Remember, the competition and everything is secondary. First thing is that an opportunity to express yourself. So, when you are able to express, remember, that gives tremendous satisfaction. So, I wish Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda bless all those who are involved in this particular program and wish you all the best. Thank you and Namaste.
Thank you, Swamiji, for remaining the fountain of spiritual sport and determined efforts to take everyone along in the realization of God's plan. Srijnoday 2022. It is an auspicious event which is a tribute to Swami Vivekananda and his epoch-making concepts and innovative ideas which formed the main content of his engrossing messages which he delivered throughout the world. This event tries to bring some of these ideas more closer to you. To unveil more on this event, I would like to call upon the Srijnoday team of organizers, Mrs. Monica and Mr. Jaskirat Singh.
The powers of the mind are like the rays of the sun when they are concentrated. They illumine. Namaste.
At the very first place,
I, Monica,
and I, Jaskirat, we extend our deepest thanks to all the partakers across the globe for making this event Srijnoday 2022 Vivekanand SMRITI SMAROH a magnificent success with their participation. Our sincere thanks goes to our school management, Principal Mr. Piyush Punj, Vice Principal Ma'am Mrs. Palvi Bhardwaj for showing their trust in us and guiding us throughout the event.
following the philosophy of Saint Vivekanand, we at Saint Vivekanand Millennium School, Pinjore, Haryana, are continuously and comprehensively conducting Srijnoday every year. The idea behind this initiative is to inculcate character-building teaching of Swami Vivekananda in youth and to develop their interest in emotional, social, physical and intellectual virtues.
Srijnoday is not merely an array of competitions. It is a platform to concentrate mind of our youngsters so as to achieve excellence not only in academic but in all aspects of life. Let us take a moment to give you a glimpse about all the activities conducted under Srijnoday.
First one is Gyanuday, adding to awareness, which is to showcase a child's academic excellence. Abhasuday, pledge to restoration so as to imbibe the teaching of Swami Vivekananda. Kalauday, giving wings to imagination, that is, expressing thoughts through art. Bhavuday, voicing the emotions so as to enhance their emotional virtue. Pranuday, summoning strength to success as to develop a child's physical virtue.
Everybody knows that these 2 years have been challenging for each one of us. The entire world confronted a pandemic COVID-19. Amidst this dreadful time, Srijnoday acted as an outbreak and was conducted virtually.
Every year, Srijnoday witnesses breakthrough participation. This year, we witnessed another record as more than 140 schools ensured their gleeful participation in this pan-global event, not with the spirit of conquering title or prizes, but to learn and feel the ideology of Swami Vivekananda.
We feel immensely proud to declare that this time in Srijnoday 2022, the total number of registered schools are more than 140 and the total number of registered students who have uploaded their videos are 2500 plus.
Yes, such a huge participation and certainly must be an extremely difficult task for the judges. I can completely understand their dilemma to do judgment as a lot of efforts has been put in by the mentor of all the participants, be they teachers or parents.
So a big thanks to all the learned judges for their patience and mindful judgments.
To honor the diligence of all the participants, evaluation was done uniquely. That is, it was on a 5-point grade scale. Yes, each one and everyone possesses some or the other potential, and that's why all are winners.
Congratulations and felicitations to all the participants, those who have been participating every year and to those who have participated for the very first time.
Arise, awake and stop not until the goal is achieved. And so being a strong follower of Saint Vivekananda, we at Saint Vivekanand Millennium School, Pinjore, Panchkula will continue our effort of spreading the preaching and teaching of Swami Vivekananda until it reaches to every nook of this world.
With this determined pledge, we both signing off the day. Hope to see you all next year with more zeal and enthusiasm. Wishing you all sound health. Thank you so much.
We are exceptionally proud of our school, the culture, the ethos, and our journey to become #1 school, the best school in the region. Words are not enough for this, so let's go virtually and visit our school. We are astonished to see captivating performances by all the participants. We have been blown away with the standard of presentation this year. Lucky for us, we have got some gurus on board, some judges to help with the difficult task. For introducing you all with the judges, now I would like to invite Mrs. Deepti Malhotra.
Judging was never an easy task. Best performances were given by each and every child. We were amazed to see and judge the marvelous performances by the students. The judgment was done on the 5-point grade scale under the different parameters, but remember, it is not just a competition. It is to bring out talent, and here all are winners, and this is the essence of Srijnoday. Now it is time to meet our judges for different categories who accomplished the responsibility of judgment with integrity. Category 1, Srijnoday. Tell a tale Panchatantra story. Judges are Mrs. Manpreet Kaur, Mrs. Mukta. Subhasitam. Judges are Mrs. Shilpa Sharma, Mrs. Sangeeta. Poetry of Swami Vivekananda. Judges are Mrs. Pooja Sharma, Miss Akriti. Be a scientist. Judges are Mrs. Pooja Seth, Mrs. Nirmala. Category 2, Abhasoday. Thoughts of Swami Vivekananda. Judges are Mrs. Shashi, Miss Archana. Discourses of Swami Vivekananda. Judges are Mrs. Poonam Jasrotia, Mrs. Mamta Dua. Swami Vivekananda's address. Judges are Mrs. Mandeep, Mr. Rishi Kumar. Futuristica. Judges are Mrs. Urvashidhar Tikku, Mrs. Anita Majumdar. Category 3, Bhavoday. Dress and Tell. Judges are Mrs. Manorma, Mrs. Baljinder Kaur. Feel the Beat. Mrs. Hima Gulati, Mrs. Ruby Verma. Swami Vivekananda's Bhajan. Judges are Mr. Rajkumar, Mrs. Hema Saxena. Photographia. Miss Jyoti, Mrs. Renu Gautam. Category 4, Kala Uday. Origami. Judges are Mrs. Ritu Sundar, Mrs. Ekta Khanna. Artistic fun with alphabets. Judges are Mrs. Paramjeet Kaur, Mrs. Anjana. Foodie Fix. Judges are Mrs. Kiran Joshi, Mrs. Neha Kamra. 3D poster making. Judges are Mrs. Balbroop, Mr. Sohan. Category 5, Pranoday. Yogic Kala. Judges are Mrs. Swati, Mrs. Leena. Surya Namaskar. Judges are Mr. Sunil Dutt Gautam, Mrs. Garima. Sampurna Asan. Judges are Mr. Sunil Dutt Gautam, Mrs. Deepti. Circuit training. Under 14 years old and under 19 years old, Mr. Indrajit Singh, Mrs. Garib. Thank you, judges. Your time and dedication made it possible for us to reward the students for their creative efforts in Srijnoday.
Srijnoday is reaching new heights with each passing year. It is not confined to one school, one state, or one nation, but it has broadened its horizon worldwide. And this is all possible because of the schools and the parents who put such an endeavor in fulfilling our mission of man-making. We deeply appreciate and pay sincere gratitude for making this event successful. Now let's have a glimpse of all the schools who participated this year in Srijnoday 2022. powers are within you. You can do anything and everything. Your limit is only you. So be brave and fearless. Yes, we are overwhelmed with the responses and the efforts done by all the participants. It is time for result declaration. And for this, I call upon Mrs. Urvashi and Mrs. Manpreet along with their team of students.
Thank you, ma'am. If you think yourself strong, strong you will be. Namaste. Myself, Manpreet Kaur, will tell you about the details of competitions. First event of Srijnoday is Gyanoday. Gyanoday means enlightenment. Under this event, there are 4 categories. Category 1, tell a Panchtantra story. Storytelling is the most powerful way to put ideas into the world. This event is for classes nursery to 2nd, and participants have to make a video of 2 to 3 minutes narrating a Panchtantra story. Category 2, Subhashitam, beautiful creation of gurus and words. This event is for classes 3rd to 5th. In this, participants have to recite and explain any 2 Kabir Das ji dohas in English or Hindi. Category 3, Poetry of Swami Vivekanand. From dreams awake, from bonds be free, be not afraid, Swami Vivekanand. This event is for classes 6 to 8. Under this category, participants have to recite any one given poetry of Swamiji, and the content is given to students. Category 4, be a scientist. If the facts do not fit the theory, change the facts. This event is for classes 9 to 12th. In this, participants have to make a video of safe and short science experiment of their choice under the supervision of their teachers or parents. Now, I request Suraj, Shivam and Yash to declare the results of Gyanoday.
Namaste. Outstanding students list of Gyanoday. First one is Tell a Tale Panchtantra Story for classes nursery to 2nd. The students from the school are Anand School Parvanu, Himachal Pradesh, Avika and Rivan Mehta. Bal Bharti School Kalka, Haryana, Jasnoor Kaur Sayan. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Ahan Chabda, Harsimran Kaur, Shanaya, Yashvin Kamboj, Adya Bansal, Jivanya Singh, Vaibhavi Rana, Kabir Malik Insa, Dafi Gupta and Vansh. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Aroshi Sharma, Ishmit Jain, Harshul Chaudhary, Aradhita, Divan Gupta and Pranshul Jindal. Brightland School, Amritsar, Punjab, Tisha Sharma. DAV Model School, Sector 15A, Chandigarh, Sirjanpreet Kaur and Tejas Pratap Singh. Dhamesh Public School, Sipran, Punjab, Anshuman Singh Sakra and Samaira Thakur. DAV Senior Secondary School, Sector 8, Chandigarh, Mithansh Goyal and LA Kanthla. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Ashmita and Vansh Bansal. Doon Public School, Panchkula, Haryana, Aisha Garg. Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Amolika Chaurasia. Geeta Bal Niketan Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Dhruti Chopra. Gurfateh Singh, Jivika and Vedant Agarwal. Government School, Patti, Taran, Punjab, Harshdeep Singh Dheer. Green Apple Public School, Baddi, Himachal Pradesh, Alia Mariam and Nabdini Rana. Indian Language School, Lagos, Nigeria, Divansh Parikh. Indian School of Excellence, Bangalore, Karnataka, T.S. Tansuri. K.L. Mehta, Dayanand Public Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Siddhi Sharma and Priya Patel. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Kavya Agarwal and Arnav Rawat. Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Agrima Verma and Advik Garg. Mount Litra Z School, Havda, West Bengal, Arohi Ghosh. Paragon Model School, Pinjore, Haryana, Sakshi, सेंट टेरेसा कॉन्वेंट स्कूल पंचकुला हरियाणा सहजदीप कौर, सेपियंट सीनियर सेकेंडरी पब्लिक स्कूल पिंजौर आराध्या शर्मा, श्री केसी तोसनीवाल विवेकानंदा विद्यालय स्कूल चेन्नई दक्षिण वाई, सिस्टर निवेदिता स्कूल हैदराबाद तेलंगाना लक्षणा एस, श्री रविशंकर विद्या मंदिर उत्तर प्रदेश साईं अभिनाया, सेंट एंथनीज सेकेंडरी स्कूल फरीदाबाद हरियाणा नेहा तनवर एंड चैरल, सेंट ग्रिगोरियस स्कूल द्वारका न्यू दिल्ली रियांश खुराना एंड दिव्यंका साहिनी, सेंट विवेकानंद मिलेनियम स्कूल HMT टाउनशिप पिंजौर हरियाणा आशी विनायक पाल आशवी आराध्या एंड हर्षिता चंडे.
Namaste. Outstanding students list of Gyanoday. Second one is Subhashtam from class 3rd to 5th. The students are Anand School Pravanu, Himachal Pradesh, Augustus Abroad, Anik Sharma and Sanvi Thakur. Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula, Haryana, Himanshi, Aradhya Singhal, Aradhya Arora, Anvi Soni, Aradhya Kohli, Anvita Sagar, Kanav Saini, Harshit Kamboj, Nikunj Khurana and Hithar Saxena. Brightland School, Amritsar, Punjab, Vanshika Prabhakar and Vishal Rai. Dashmesh Public School, Sipran, Punjab, Rishabh. DAV Senior Secondary School, Sector 8, Chandigarh, Ishanvi Jindal and Manav Singh. DAV Senior Public School, Surajpur, Haryana, Harkirat Singh Sokhi. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Manvik. Doon Public School, Panchkula, Haryana, Anushka Nitin Gaikwad. Gita Bal Niketan Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Utkarsh Arora. Indian Language School, Lagos, Nigeria, Avika Kothari, Dhruv Rathi and Abhinav Singh. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Bhavya Kalyan. Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Shwetansh Verma, Amog Dayal and Vinay Pratap Singh. Moti Ram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Paras. Sacred Heart Senior Secondary School, Chandigarh, Ananya Jain. Sapient Senior Secondary Public School, Pinjore, Tanmay Prakash. Satluj Public School, Sector 2, Panchkula, Haryana, Sumansh Agarwal. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, Virat Jain. SLS DAV Public School, Mausam Vihar, Delhi, Tarisha. Sri Aurobindo Integral Education School, Chandigarh, Gaurav. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Kashvi Bhargava and Aditri Banerjee. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Taman Bhasin and Ishan Words. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Onam Trikha, Akshit Singh, Sargun and Ayushman Singh. St. Xavier High School, West Bengal and Rup Ganguly. Thank you.
Namaste. The outstanding list of Gyanoday. The third one is Poetry of Swami Vivekanand for class 6 to 8. The students are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Mahi Singh and Triti Makar. Anand School, Parmanu, Himachal Pradesh, Dhruvika Sharma. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Shaurya Mehta and Raghav Arora. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Lavi Srivastav. Dr. Amritlal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Deep Singh and Angel Verma. Geeta Bal Niketan Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Karan Nanda. Halwasia Vidya Vihar Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana, Abhinav Vashisht. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Rashika Mathur and Srishti Singh. Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Kashish Trivedi. Mount Litra Z School, Havda, West Bengal, Vidisha Mondal. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Amrit Kaur. Sapient Senior Secondary Public School, Pinjore, Saksham Singh and Himanshi. Shri Keshi Toshniwal Vivekanand Vidyalaya School, Chennai, Vithu Bashin. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Charvi Dhadich, Kashish Palia and Shivansh Dev. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Rudra Singla and Advik Mishra. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Piyush Giri and Gia Dora. The fourth one is Be a Scientist for class 9 to 12th. The students are Anand School, Parmanu, Himachal Pradesh, Hardik Dogra and Pratyush Diman. Aravali International School, Faridabad, Haryana, Satvik Kamthan. DAV Senior Secondary Public School, Sector 8, Panchkula, Haryana, Ansh Singh. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Swasti Tripathi. Dr. Amritlal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Swastik Singh. Geeta Bal Niketan Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Parth Bhatia. Halwasia Vidya Vyar Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana, Vidhita, Hiten Mehta and Dipanshu. Indian Language School, Lagos, Nigeria, Yashvi Pankaj Cheda. KL Mehta Dhyanand Public Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Arpit Sharma and Ritika. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Kunal Garg. KC Toshniwal Vivekanand Vidyalaya School, Manali, Tamil Nadu and Bhanipriya. Sapient Senior Secondary Public School, Pinjore, Divyansh Vashisht. Shri Ramakrishna Mutt Vivekanand Girls Higher Senior Secondary School, Chennai, Anis Fatima. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Mansi Kakkad. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Aradhya Gupta. St. Xavier School, Durgapur, West Bengal, Priyanka Chakravarti.
Thank you, Suraj, Shivam, and Yash for declaring the results of Gyanoday. Fill the brain with high thoughts, highest ideals, place them day and night before you, and out of that will come great work. Namaste. Myself, Urvashi Tikku, going to tell you about the event Abhasuday, which means Pledge to Restoration. Under this event, there are 4 categories. Category 1, Thoughts of Swami Vivekananda, for classes nursery to 2nd. Under this category, the participants have to prepare a short video on 2 thoughts of Swamiji in Hindi or English. Category 2, Discourses of Swami Vivekananda, for classes 3rd to 5th. Under this category, the participants have to prepare a short video on narrating and explaining any 2 discourses of Swamiji. Category 3, Swami Vivekananda Chicago Address, for classes 6 to 8. Under this category, the participants have to prepare a short video on Chicago Address of Swami Vivekananda. Category 4, Futuristica, for classes 9 to 12. Under this category, the participants have to prepare a PowerPoint presentation of 15 to 20 slides based on the theme Computer Technology Predictions for the World in 2050 with comparison to the year 2000. Now, I would like to request Sakshi and Dipanshi to declare the results of Abhasuday.
Namaste. Outstanding student list of Abhasuday. Thoughts of Swamiji from class nursery to 2nd are Amritsar Public School, Amritsar, Kanish Kumar, Anand School, Parwanu, Himachal Pradesh, Divam Pathak, Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Yashwin Kamboj and Adya Bansal, Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Aradhita and Shivai Goyal, DAV Model School, Sector 15A, Chandigarh, Shivin Dobal and Ujjwal, Dashmesh Public School, Sipra, Punjab, Parmeet Singh, DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Gundeep Chaudhary, Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Aradhya Vyas and Haridan Srivastava, Indian Language School, Lagos, Nigeria, Devansh Parikh, KL Mehta Dayanand Public Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Mayank Khatri, Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Anshika Rathore and Devesh Thakur, Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Danvi Bajpai, Motiram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Priyansh Bai and Oman Shrai, Mount Literacy School, Howrah, West Bengal, Arajma Shah, Saint Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Vanshika Maharaj and Arushi. Sapient Senior Secondary Public School, Pinjore, Vidhi Kaushik and Ashmeet Kaur. Shri Keshi Toshniwal Vivekananda Vidyalaya School, Chennai, Anir Raja V. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, Aaron U.R. Rahman. SLS DAV Public School, Mosam Vihar, Delhi, Jeshika Vashishtha. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Arav Singh Rana and Padmalya Gupta. St. Xavier's High School, Budhlada, Punjab, Duhita, Girish and Gurneet Kaur. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Ashi, Vian Dua, Navkirat Singh, Vinayak Pal, Arya, Anshuman Singh and Aradhya. St. Xavier School, Durgapur, West Bengal, Sangik Singha.
Namaste. Outstanding student list of Abhasodhyay Discourses of Swami Vivekanand from class 3rd to 5th R. Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana. B. Varchaswani. Dr. Amritlal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Ripunjay Singh. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Sara Hussain and Govind Kumar Thakur. Moti Ram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana. Agrim Bhargav. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana. Sanvi Anmol Gangwani. St. Anthony Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana. Smaira Bhatia and Vihan Godial. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore. Divyansh Kashyap, Divya, Akshita Singh, Divyanshi. Outstanding student list of Abhasodhyay Swami Shikako address from class 6 to 8th R. Halwasia Vidya Vihar Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana. Ansh, Vamika Singh and Riddhi Gupta. Mount Litra Z School, Havra, West Bengal. Vidisha Mondal. Anand School, Parvanu, Himachal Pradesh. Vansh Armsworth. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana. Pruvanjali. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Akshita Yadav. Halwasia Vidya Vihar Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana. Arnab Thakur. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore. Komal Meena. Priyansh Kumar. Abhinav. Outstanding student list of Abhasodhyay Futuristica from class 9 to 12th R. St. Anthony Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana. Siddharth Shamal and Sarthak Chopra. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi. Shagun Verma. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Kashvi Juneja and Kunsh Juneja. Yamni Gandhi and Riya Senghal. Dr. Amritlal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Rishika Pandey. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore. Suraj Kumar Jha. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana. Manav Mongya, Mannat, Akar Sindhu. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana. Swasti Tripathi. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana. Pranika Rai, Srishti Jindal and Jivanjit Kaur.
Thank you, Sakshi and Dipanshi. Next event under Srijnoday is Bhavaday. Bhavaday means voicing the emotions. Under Bhavaday, there are 4 categories. Category 1, dress and tell, clothes that will talk on your behalf. This event is for classes nursery to 2nd. In dress and tell, contestants have to dress up and enact a famous personality. Category 2, feel the beat. Dance is the hidden language of soul. This event is for classes 3rd to 5th. In this, participants have to make a video of 2 to 3 minutes while performing dance on any Indian folk dance of their choices. Category 3, Swami Vivekanand's Bhajan. This event is for classes 6 to 8. Under Swamiji Bhajan's event, contestants have to prepare a short video while reciting any one bhajan of Swamiji. Category 4. Photographia. A good photograph is one that communicates a fact, touches the heart, and leaves the viewer a changed person for having seen it. It is, in a word, effective. In this, participants have to click the 3 different pictures on beautiful architecture for living nature or their inspiration or their choice. Classes 9 to 12 are eligible for Photographia. Now, I would like to invite Suraj and Yash to declare the results of Bhavodaya.
Bhavodaya. First one is Dress and Tell for the classes nursery to 2nd. The students from the school are Anand School Parwanu, Himachal Pradesh, Ara Goel and Devam Pathak. Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula, Haryana, Vaibhavi Rana. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Ishmit Jain, Suryanshi Sharma and Suryansh Jangda. DAV Senior Secondary Public School, Sector 8, Panchkula, Haryana, Dishani and Ikansh Mahopatra. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Arohi Joshi. Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Shriji Mohan and Advik Tiwari. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Avneet Singh and Ganav Sharma. Sapient Senior Secondary Public School, Pinjore, Ashvi Singh. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, Ayansh Das. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Mahadvi Vashishtha and Akash Sharma. St. George's School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Divya Mary Simon and Anika Puri. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Sirat Kaur, Ashi, Vansh Kumar, Harshit Juneja and Aradhya. Swanlata, Sethi DAV Public School, Delhi, Ashi Agarwal.
Bhavodaya. The second one is Feel the Beat for classes 3rd to 5th. The students from the schools are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Ananya Singh, Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Himanshi and Sanvi Gupta. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Mokshita Narang. Brightland School, Amritsar, Punjab, Komal Preet Kaur. DAV Senior Secondary School, Sector 8, Panchkula, Haryana, Sukhraj Singh Saini. Dashmesh Public School, Sepren, Punjab, Prabhnu Kaur and Sukhmani. DAV Senior Secondary School, Sector 8, Chandigarh, Kashwini Sharma. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Sanvi. Dr. Amritlal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Mahika Mishra. Geeta Bal Niketan Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Priyanka Sadin. Indian Language School, Lagos, Nigeria, Avika Kothari. Little Flower Convent School, Sector 14, Panchkula, Haryana, Gunni Diman. Moti Ram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Samardeep Singh. Mount Litra Z School, Havra, West Bengal, Ashia Farooq. Rayan International School, Jamalpur, Ludhiana, Navinder Kaur. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, Menthula Pranvi. SLS DAV Public School, Mosam Vihar, Delhi, Arna. Shri Ramakrishna Mat Vivekanand Girls Higher Secondary School, Chennai, G. Monica. Shri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir, Uttar Pradesh, Divyanshi Kesh and Miransh Moriani. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Kritika Gakhir. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Marya Juneja, Misht Kajla and Arshia Singhal. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Vani and Ayushman Singh. Vidya Bharati School, Delhi, Mohina. Vatika Smart School, Mohali, Punjab, Mahi. Kendriya Vidyalaya, ITBP, Bhanu, Akansha Diman. Bhavodaya. The third one is Swami Vivekananda Bhajan for class 6 to 8th. The students are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Prakhar Sharma, DAV Senior Secondary School, Sector 8, Panchkula, Padmakar Kashyap, Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Bhavika Yadav, Halwasia Vidya Vyar Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana, Harsh, Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Shubham Pant, Moti Ram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Rajnandini. The fourth one is Photographia for class 9 to 12th. The students are DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Aditya Singh Rawat, Halwasia Vidya Vyar Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana, Pratichi, Saint Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Palak, Saint Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Spur Shivastav and Gurkirat Kaur, Saint Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Akshay Chaturvedi.
Thank you, Suraj, Shivam, and Yash for declaring the results of Bhavoday. Now, I am going to tell about the next event, Kala Uday, which means giving wings to imagination. Under Kala Uday, there are 4 categories. Category 1, Origami. Life is an origami art. Looks beautiful from outside, but only when unfolded you can recognize the twist. Origami is for classes nursery to 2nd. Under this category, the participants have to prepare the video while doing origami on the theme Animals and Flowers. Category 2, Artistic Fun with Alphabets. Color is the power which directly influences the soul. This event is for classes 3rd to 5th. Under this event, the participants have to prepare a 2 to 3 minutes video while drawing any 2 animals with the help of any 2 alphabets of Hindi or English. Category 3, Foodie Fix. Food is the ingredient that binds people together. Foodie Fix is for classes 6 to 8. Under this category, the participants have to prepare a video while making a snack and sweet of their choice without gas. Category 4, 3D poster making. Art is not what you see, but you make others see. This event is for classes 9 to 12. Under this category, the participants have to prepare a video while making any one poster on Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna or Ma Sharda Devi. Now, I request Sakshi and Dipanshi to announce the results of the event Kala Uday.
Outstanding student list of Kala Uday origami from class nursery to 2nd are Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Pariniki Chaudhary, Samrit Jain, Yuvin Banga, Yasna, Jivanya Singh, Ayan Walia and Ekam Gaur. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Ishmeet Jain. DAV Model School, Sector 15A, Chandigarh, Sanjeet Lingwal and Dhruv Sharma. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Devik Bisht. Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Athav Singh. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Parikshit Sen. Ruby Park Public School, Kolkata, Sampurna Das. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, Prakhar Parmar. Sophia Convent School, Kalka, Haryana, Aira Faruqi. Shri Shri Ravi Shankara Vidya Mandir, Uttar Pradesh, Sai Abhinya. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Krishti Chaudhary and Chehak Gupta. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Srishti Vora, Kartik Verma and Lakshiv Ahuja. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Harshit Juneja, Ashi and Mischi. Outstanding student list of Kala Uday Artistic Fun with Alphabets from class 3rd to 5th are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Daksh Sharma. Anand School, Parvanu, Himachal Pradesh, Helena. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Mukul Sharma and Harshit Kamboj. Dashmesh Public School, Sipra, Punjab, Shivam Salaria. Gopal Garden High School, Mumbai, Maharashtra, Sia Patel. Ruby Park School, Kolkata, Tanish Madani, Debo Pritam Roy. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, Vishesh Agarwal. SLS DAV Public School, Mausam Vihar, Delhi, Shreya Dikshit and Adarsh Kumar Jha. Shri Aurobindo Integral Education School, Chandigarh, Gaurav. Shri Ramakrishna Mutt Vivekananda Centenary Girls High Senior Secondary School, Chennai, V. Ovya Lakshmi. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Ishita Nagar and Vihan Godial. St. Gregorius School, Dwarika, New Delhi, Avika Chaudhary. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Onam Tarika. St. Xavier School, Durgapur, West Bengal, Arnab Dhara and Alia Dalal.
Outstanding student list of Kala Uday 46 from class 6 to 8 are Anand School, Parvanu, Himachal Pradesh, Gaurik Goyal and Akshej Garg. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Saurya Mehta. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Anya Veer. Dashmesh Public School, Sipra, Punjab, Ishwinder Kaur and Anshprit Kaur. DAV Model School, Chandigarh, Ditika and Divit Dagur. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Anshuman and Daksh Jindal. Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Siddhi Jaiswal. Halwasya Vidya Vihar Senior Secondary School, Bhavani, Haryana, Janvi Tanwar. KL Mehta Dayanand Public Senior Secondary School, number 1, Faridabad, Haryana, Ananya. Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Anshuka Sachan, Areen Karthun, Palak Verma. Moti Ram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Pratiksh Saini. Mount Litra Z School, Havra, West Bengal, Bidisha Mondal. MPS School, Brovali, West Mumbai, Maharashtra, Rishita Sumant Bhavsar. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Jashandeep Kaur. Saint Senior Secondary Public School, Pinjore, Kashish and Sukhveer Kaur. Shri Kesi Toshinwal Vivekanand Vidyalaya School, Chennai, Tejashwani C. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, A. Sudhan, Sai Vaishnavi. Shri Ramakrishna Mutt Vivekanand Centenary Girl High School, Secondary School, Chennai, K. Bhuvaneshwari, M. Kritika, K. Monisha, R. Jivetha, R. Shirmila and S. Rekhna Begam. St. Anthony Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Akshay Bhatia and Khanak Mendrita. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Donna Seep and Tripti Kapoor.
Outstanding student list of Kala Uday CD poster making from class 9 to 12th are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Shushanki, Nishtha, Anupama and Prabdeep Singh Sayan. Anand School, Parvanu, Himachal Pradesh, Shrijan Nath. DAV Model School, Sector 15A, Chandigarh, Noorpreet Kaur Sipre. DAV Senior Secondary Public School, Sector 8, Panchkula, Haryana, Shagun Tanwar. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Kanav Khurana and Swasti Tripathi. Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Ankita Uma and Janvi Singh. Government Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 26, Chandigarh, Mohsina. Government Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 35D, Chandigarh, Harman Dhiman. Halwasya Vidya Vihar Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana, Suman and Muskan. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Bhavya Anand and Koshiki Pandey. केशी तोशनीवाल विवेकानंद विद्यालय स्कूल मनाली तमिलनाडु देवांशी एन, रूबी पार्क पब्लिक स्कूल कोलकाता आदित्य दास, सेंट टेरेसा कॉन्वेंट स्कूल पंचकुला हरियाणा दिव्या रावत, सेपियन सीनियर सेकेंडरी पब्लिक स्कूल पिंजौर हर्षदीप कौर एंड नवदीप कौर, सिस्टर निवेदिता स्कूल हैदराबाद तेलंगाना मोन्या श्री रामाकृष्ण मठ विवेकानंद सेंट्ररी गर्ल्स हाई सेकेंडरी स्कूल चेन्नई समीक्षा एम पीवे पूर्णिमा, सेंट एंथनी सेकेंडरी स्कूल फरीदाबाद हरियाणा छवि जाजू एंड नंदिनी जैन, सेंट जेवियर स्कूल दुर्गापुर वेस्ट बंगाल रुपेश कुमार.
Thank you, Sakshi and Dipanshi, for declaring the results. Next category is Pranoday, which means summoning strength to success. Under Pranoday, there are 4 categories. Category 1, Yogic Kala. Yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, to the self. Yogic Kala is for classes 3rd to 5th. In this, participants have to prepare video doing asanas from the given content. Category 2, Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is the best way to start your day and have it end with the happy feeling. Surya Namaskar is for classes 6 to 8. Under the category, contestants have to prepare a video while doing all 12 poses of Surya Namaskar, and all the poses need to be performed by participants in a systematic order. Category 3, Sampurna Asana. The study of asana is not about mastering posture. It's about using posture to understand and transfer yourself. In this, participants have to prepare a video while doing asanas on the given content. This event is for classes 9 to 12. Next category is circuit training under 14 years old. Under this category, contestants have to prepare a video while doing the circuit training on the given exercises. The final category is circuit training under 19 years old. Under this category, contestants have to prepare video while doing circuit training on the given exercises. Now, I would like to invite Suraj, Yash and Sakshi for declaring the results.
Pranoday. First one is Yogic Kala for classes 3rd to 5th. The students from the school are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Kashvi Sood, Anand School, Parwanu, Himachal Pradesh, Navya Sharma, Agastya Sabrad, Suyash, भवन विद्यालय पंचकुला हरियाणा, सानवी गुप्ता, पविका गुप्ता, प्रांजल सिंगला, आराध्या, आर्यन दत्ता, अनायशा अग्रवाल, अन्विता सागर, प्रणव पनवर, आर्य गंभीर, सानवी मित्तल, दीप्ति नैन, राध्या अरोड़ा, पार्थ शर्मा, दित्य गुप्ता, रिधि दत्ता, सानवी गर्ग, रियान गर्ग, अनवी सोनी, भाविका चौहान, हर्षित कंबोज, आहाना एंड तन्वी. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Chetan, Arushi Sharma and Vansh Kumar Sharma. Bright Land School, Amritsar, Punjab, Angel and Jevika. DAV Senior Secondary Public School, Sector 8, Panchkula, Haryana, Gary Sharma and Varun Verma. Dhamesh Public School, Sipran, Punjab, Ananya Thakur. DAV Senior Public School, Surajpur, Panchkula, Haryana, Veer Kumar. Delhi Public School, Shushant Lok, Gurugram, Haryana, Rayan Kumar Akit. Halvasia Vidya Vihar, Senior Secondary School, Bhiwani, Haryana, Kanak. Hartman College, Barely, Uttar Pradesh, Rhythm Arora. Indian Language School, Lagos, Nigeria, Avika Kothari and Dhruv Rathi. KL Mehta, Dayanand Public Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Yashika and Vinita Saini. Little Flower Convent School, Sector 14, Panchkula, Haryana, Gunni Dhiman. Little Kingdom Preschool, Himshika, Pinjore. Manpreet Kaur, Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Hamad Ali and Virat Pratap Singh. Maharishi Vidya Mandir Senior Secondary School, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Abhishek M and Arya Prasad Sanwat. Motiram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Sakshi Kumari Nayak. Mount Litra Z School, Havda, West Bengal, Ashia Farki. MPS School, Boriwala West, Mumbai, Maharashtra, Himakshi Kale. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Sahisha. Sapient Senior Secondary School, Pinjore, Arvi Thakur. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, Ananya Bhardwaj. Sri Ramakrishna Math National School, Chennai, Madhumita B, P.S. Preeti, V. Mahalakshmi, K. Lavina, Sri Niketan, Rahmat Nisha, Mukesh Kumar, P. Shri Hari, Yukesh D, B. Leena, Shobana S, D. Agli Mudan, Ashwita M, U. Latish Kumar, Mithra Varshini MS, Lokesh V, S. Shainas Begum, V. Ovya Lakshmi, and P. Manoj Kumar. Shri Shri Ram Shankar Vidya Mandir, Bangalore, Midha Sandeep. St. Gregorius School, Dwarka, New Delhi, Divyanshi, and Aroha Mariam Aji. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Pratyaksh Thakur, Yashika Sharma, and Parth Rawat.
Pranode. The second one is Surya Namaskar for class 6 to 8. The students from the schools are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Prableen and Samanyu Goyal. Anand School, Parmanu, Himachal Pradesh, Vanshansh Vats. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Keshvi, Adi Mahajan, Akshita, Ayan Agarwal, Manvinder Singh, Kanishta Gaur, Arna Verma, Bhavya Bhajan and Jannat Sajdev. Bluebird High School, Panchkula, Haryana, Hanshika Chaudhary and Pranjal Thakur. Brightland School, Amritsar, Punjab, Bhavya and Dhruv. DAV Senior Secondary Public School, Sector 8, Panchkula, Haryana, Bhavyansh Pruthi. DC Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 7, Panchkula, Haryana, Mahinder. KL Mehta Dhyanand Public Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Nitish Khatri. Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Urjita Garg. Maharishi Vidya Mandir Senior Secondary School, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, Yogeshri B. Manav Mangal School, Sector 11, Panchkula, Haryana, Divyanshi. Moti Ram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Aditya Rana. Mount Litra Z School, Havda, West Bengal, Shubhadeep Gyan and Bidisha Mondal. MPS School, Boriwali, West Mumbai, Maharashtra, Rishita Sumat Bhavsar. Shri Keshi Toshniwal Vivekanand Vidyalaya School, Chennai, Harshita S, Lakshita Naira. Sister Nivedita School, Hyderabad, Telangana, G. Mokshti and Akshay Kalekar. Sophia Convent School, Kalka, Haryana, Nairit Thakur and Naman Kumar. Shri Ramakrishna Mat Vivekanand Girls Higher Secondary School, Chennai, R. Danya Shri. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Jasmine Sani. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Arpit Panvar, Gitanshi, Nivedita Sharma and Shubham. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Vidhi. Pranode. The fourth one is Sampur Asana for class 9 to 12. The students from the schools are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Shreyansh Damodar Patil. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Nabia Farooq. Shri Keshi Toshniwal Vivekanand Vidyalaya School, Chennai, Diya V. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Adriti Berry. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Himanshi. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Yashika Seni. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Manika and Simran Sikarwar. Gita Bal Niketan Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Nishi Gaur. Brightland School, Amritsar, Punjab, Gaurav, Sareen and Riya. Salwan Public School, Gurgaon, Haryana, Ashna Singla. KL Mehta Dhyanand Public Senior Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Arpit Sharma and Arpit Tiwari. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Navroop Kaur.
Outstanding student list of Pranoday Circuit Training Under 14 are Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Jay Verma and Divya Pathania. Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Vasu. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Perth, Batra. Lucknow Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Gaurish Rai. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Dipanshu Rathi. St. Anthony's Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Akash Yadav and Devansh Batra. St. Gregorius School, Dwarika, New Delhi, Rushil Dhiman. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Haryana, Gitanshi, Anveer Singh, Tushar Setia and Adarsh Kamboj. Outstanding student list of Pranoday Circuit Training Under 19 are Amravati Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Isha Saini. Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana, Shivam. Brightland School, Amritsar, Punjab, Pulkit. Dr. Amrit Lal Ishrat Memorial Sunbeam School, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Chintan Pandey. Kamal Model Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, Kaushiki Pandey. Moti Ram Arya School, Panchkula, Haryana, Aditya Gupta. St. Teresa Convent School, Panchkula, Haryana, Simran and Vinay Seni. Sanskriti School, Delhi, Arya Agarwal. Shri Ramakrishna Mutt Vivekananda Centenary Girls High Secondary School, Chennai, I. Rashia Praveen. St. Anthony Secondary School, Faridabad, Haryana, Aman Seni. St. Gregorius School, Dwarika, New Delhi, Adan Khan. St. Vivekanand Millennium School, HMT Township, Pinjore, Priyanshu Tiwari.
Congratulations to all the participants. I know you are eagerly waiting for the announcement of Champion School. So be more attentive because that is going to be announced any moment. Feeling appreciated feels amazing, isn't it? It reinforces the idea that how we were spending our time is making a difference to other people. We are grateful to all the insights that you have shared with us. It always encourages us that we have exceeded in our pursuits. Now let's have a glance of all the valuable and kind words that you have showered on us.
Namaste and my greetings to everyone. Well, I would like to extend my gratitude to St. Vivekananda Millennium School for providing our young students a platform to participate in such worthy competitions. It has really been an amazing experience. The students have been able to know more about Swami Vivekananda, Indian culture and tradition, and simultaneously feel proud of them. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. This mantra of Vivekananda is effective and inspiring even today. I believe that participation in such competitions will instill the students a modern scientific perspective to spread the message of spirituality. Thank you.
I am Manisha. I got a chance to prepare my students for a unique competition, Photographia. Students really enjoyed clicking pictures and making wonderful videos for the presentation. They got a golden opportunity to showcase their talent and creativity too. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Vivekananda Millennium School for giving me the opportunity to prepare my students for Srijnoday competition. While preparing the students for Swamiji's Chicago address, I also learned that his words were meant to impart greater values to the whole world. Thank you so much.
I am fortunate to be the part of competitions initiated by Vivekananda Millennium School. Spreading Swamiji's valuable preaching through this competition is indeed a remarkable step. Thank you.
A very warm namaskar to Team Vivekananda Millennium School. Recently, your school has organized various competitions in which the students took part wholeheartedly and enthusiastically. It was so nice to be a part of this journey. I congratulate your team because you not only took care of the students who are studying in your school but for the students all over India.
My humble pranam to everyone. Continuing the glorious tradition of remembering the true son of the country and to commemorate Swamiji's anniversary, Srijnoday popularized the essence of the teaching among youth. Through these competitions, we hope to imbibe the learnings of Swamiji among everyone and to encourage to work for the nation. We at DC Model salute your distinguished efforts. Thank you.
नमस्कार, मैं इशिता यादव इंडियन लैंग्वेज स्कूल लेगोस नाइजीरिया से आप सभी का धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ। सेंट विवेकानंद मिलेनियम स्कूल को बहुत सी बधाई देना चाहती हूँ कि उन्होंने इस वर्ष भी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर बच्चों को ऐसी प्रतिस्पर्धा में भाग लेने के लिए उत्साहित किया। पिछले वर्ष हमारे विद्यालय के बच्चों ने बड़ी संख्या में इस प्रतिस्पर्धा में भाग लिया। मैं आपकी इस मोटो लाइन से बड़ी प्रसन्न हूँ कि it's not a competition, it's a participation. जी हाँ, पार्टिसिपेशन और या भागीदारी बहुत मायने रखती है। हमारे विद्यालय के बहुत से ऐसे बच्चों ने इस प्रतिस्पर्धा में भाग लिया जो स्टेज पर आने से डरते थे। घर बैठे कोविड-19 के दौरान बच्चे बड़ी मानसिक तनाव से गुजर रहे थे। बच्चों ने इस प्रतिस्पर्धा में भाग लेकर अपना उत्साह दिखाया और रोज बच्चे 7, 8, 10 सर्टिफिकेट लेकर जब आते थे और हम वर्चुअली सारे स्कूल के बच्चों को वो सर्टिफिकेट दिखाते थे, आप यकीन मानिए कि हमारी प्रसन्नता की कोई सीमा नहीं थी। इस वर्ष आपने स्वामी विवेकानंद समारोह मनाने की जो बात कही है, मैं उससे 100% सहमत हूँ। आज की युवा पीढ़ी जिस मानसिक तनाव से गुजर रही है, उस समय में स्वामी विवेकानंद की फिलॉसफी, उनका दर्शन, उनका मार्गदर्शन उनके लिए काफी सहायक सिद्ध होगा।
Really thank Vivekananda Millennium School for conducting Srijnoday 2022 globally and giving us opportunity to participate in this program. I have to specially thank Ms. Mona ma'am for coordinating very efficiently and answering all our inquiries without any hesitation. Thank you so much.
Good morning. I, on behalf of St. Gregorio School, would like to thank you all for giving our students such a nice platform to, kind of showcase their innovation, their creation, their talents. They really did it with a lot of enthusiasm. And what I especially liked about this competition was that the children, through various, through various competitions and an array of competitions, basically, they could learn about, they got to know about the life and teachings of Vivekanand ji, which is very important for a very strong character building of the students, because they are the future of the country and they really need to know these values well to become grounded, good human beings in the future. So thank you so much. We all really did it with, a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, and we hope to participate in your future endeavors too, where the competitions are concerned. And I really hope you all liked all the programs that our children participated in, all the competitions that our children participated in. So thank you so much once again. And we would really like to be a part of it in the near future as well, as and when you have your programs. Thank you so much.
Namaste everyone. I'm Neeraj Khurrana, the Activity Coordinator from Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula. I would like to thank the principal and the whole team from Vivekanand Millennium School for organizing such a wonderful event. The event which was full of competitions, and those competitions, they help the students to connect with their roots. Not only with the roots, these competitions, they provide a platform to the students to showcase their ability, and it also helps in the confidence building. Apart from all these things, our children enjoy participating in these competitions. I really like to congratulate the whole team for organizing it so well, and I also extend my best wishes for all their future endeavors. Thank you.
ब्लूबर्ड परिवार की ओर से प्रबुद्ध वर्ग को सादर नमस्कार। आदरणीय, प्रतिवर्ष हमें आपके कार्यक्रम सृजनोदय का बेसब्री से इंतजार रहता है। आपका यह कार्यक्रम बेहद मनोरंजक और रोचक है। इसमें आपने जो विषय चुने हैं वे समाज के लिए बहुत ही उपयोगी हैं और हमारे विद्यार्थी तो मानसिक, शारीरिक और आत्मिक रूप से स्वामी जी की शिक्षाओं से जुड़ चुके हैं। मैं आपको बहुत ही हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ और ये कामना करती हूँ कि आप भविष्य में भी हमें अपने कार्यक्रमों में शामिल करते रहें। धन्यवाद।
All power is within you. You can do anything and everything. A significant teaching by Swami Vivekananda and is now unfurled to the entire world. Greetings to all. In order to foster holistic development of students, conducting various competitions via virtual mode and executing them successfully for 2 consecutive years, thereby providing a platform to students to identify their hidden potential and showcase their talent is indeed a commendable task. For this, I not only congratulate the organizers of Srijnoday 2022, but also extend my heartfelt gratitude to them, that is St. Vivekanand Millennium School, Pinjore. It has been a great honor to be a part of this wonderful event. My sincere thanks to the event coordinator, Mr. Jaskirat Singh, for his kind support and guidance. Also, I am looking forward to many such competitions organized by the school in the coming future. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. This is Shaurya Mehta of class 6th from Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula. I had a great experience as a participant in this competition. I learned many values like self-discipline, patience and practice of yoga. Thankful to the organizers and my school for giving me an opportunity to participate. Thank you.
अतीत अपनी गलतियों से सीख के लिए जाना जाता है। भविष्य में संभावनाएं निहित होती हैं और वर्तमान को ही सिर्फ प्रयास का अवसर प्राप्त होता है। ऐसे में अगर जीवन भविष्य की चुनौतियों का सामना न करके उससे हार मान बैठे तो ऐसे जीवन का उत्थान संभव नहीं है, ऐसे जीवन की उत्क्रांति संभव नहीं। आज के दौर में अगर हम भारतीय समाज की बात करें या भारतीय संस्कृति की बात करें तो निश्चित रूप से कहीं ना कहीं भारतीय संस्कृति पाश्चात्य संस्कृति को फॉलो करने की कोशिश कर रही है। ऐसे समय में सेंट विवेकानंद मिलेनियम स्कूल, जो कि स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के विचारों से प्रेरित है और सदैव ऐसे आयोजन करता है जो हमारी आने वाली पीढ़ी को या हमारे भविष्य को भारतीय संस्कृति से परिचित करा सके। आज के दौर में जब हम आधुनिकता के दौड़ में हैं और आधुनिकता की अंधी होड़ में औपनिवेशिकता को एडॉप्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो ऐसे समय में निश्चित रूप से सेंट विवेकानंद मिलेनियम स्कूल, जिन्होंने सृजनोदय एक कंपटीशन करवाया और निश्चित रूप से उसने स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के विचारों को, जो बच्चे थे या नवीन पीढ़ी थी, उसको उन्होंने परिचित कराने का काम किया। निश्चित रूप से मैं कहना चाहूंगा सेंट विवेकानंद मिलेनियम स्कूल के लिए कि मैं प्रलय की आंधियों से अंत तक लड़ता रहूंगा, मैं प्रलय की आंधियों से अंत तक लड़ता रहूंगा, हर लहर मेरा किनारा ध्येय तक बढ़ता रहूंगा, मैं दीप हूं जलता रहूंगा, मैं दीप हूं जलता रहूंगा। धन्यवाद।
Hello everyone, it's been a very great experience to participate in a pan-global event, Srijnoday 2022, organized by the St. Vivekanand Millennium School, Pinjore. This event helped in increasing the self-confidence in the children in this pandemic era. Kids enjoyed and actively participated in this event. As this event gives us a message, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. As these words are said by the Vivekanand ji. So with this ideology, I want to thank all the persons associated with this event and want the same events in the futures also. Thank you so much for this event.
To be a champion, compete. To be a great champion, compete with the best. And to be the greatest champion, compete with yourself. Never surrender until the challenge turns you into a champion. Finally, a long-awaited moment has arrived. Yes, it is a time to announce the champion school. The school who is awarded with maximum A1 grades and has followed all the rules and regulations for the participation in this event will get the champion trophy. So, the champion trophy goes to, let's make it more thrilling and exciting. The results showed 2 schools neck and neck. Means there is a draw between 2 schools. So first time ever, we are felicitating 2 schools with champion trophy. The champion schools are St. Gregarious School, Dwarka, New Delhi, and St. Anthony's School, Faridabad, Haryana. Massive congratulations to both. There is one more award for maximum participation in different categories. So, the award for maximum participation goes to Bhavan Vidyalaya, Panchkula, Haryana. Congratulations to all the participants.
The fragrance of flowers spread only in the direction of wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all the directions. These lines are very much fitting to our Vice Principal, Mrs. Pallavi Bhardwaj, who is our guiding light and has always encouraged us to give our best. I've been fortunate to invite our Vice Principal, Mrs. Pallavi Bhardwaj, for the vote of thanks.
माँ, ठाकुर और स्वामी जी के चरणों में अभिनंदन. Namaste. I, Pallavi Bharadwaj, Vice Principal, on behalf of St. Vivekanand Millennium School, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. My heartiest congratulations to all the A1 holders of the day in different events. First and foremost, I thank Chief Guest of the Day, Swami Anupamanandji, Secretary, Ramakrishna Mission Ashram, Chandigarh, for his enlightening speech, which would be touching millions of the hearts all over the world. My heartfelt thanks to the Speaker of the Day, Mr. Vivek Atre, for delivering such a vibrant speech which would open the spectrum of mind of one and all. My sincere thanks to Mr. Piyush Punj, Principal of our school, for support and guidance at all time. I take this opportunity to express my deepest sense of gratitude and appreciation to all the participating schools, their principals and teachers globally for making this event such a resounding success. No event can take shape without a hard-working organizers. It is a dedication and hard worker of our organizer, Mr. Jaskirat Singh and Mrs. Monica, for making this occasion a memorable one. My special thanks to all the children participants and their mesmerizing act, which made the work of our judges more difficult. I owe special gratitude to all the parents, well-wishers for their wishes and continued support. My special thanks to all the faculty members who had worked hard to ensure that this occasion becomes a success. My thanks to all the good hearts who worked behind the screen and made the day possible. At the end, I express my gratitude towards our apostle, Swami Vivekanand, by recalling his iconic words, "Throw away all weaknesses. Tell your body that it is strong. Tell your mind that it is strong. And have unbound faith and hope in yourself." Once again, thank you to one and all. Namaste.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The only certain way to succeed in life is always to try just one more time. All the participants of Srijnoday 2022 are the source of great motivation
to all the other students who missed this golden opportunity to showcase their talent this year. But hey, my shining stars, don't worry. It's never too be late. We will be back and looking forward for your participation with same enthusiasm and spirit on majestic Srijnoday next year with many more new talent categories. So till then, stay tuned with us. Keep smiling, keep learning and be blessed. Now, an important announcement. We have uploaded the e-certificates on our school website www.vivekanandpnj.com. You can now download the certificates and for any query, please contact our event coordinators. Now I request everyone to stand up in the honor of our national anthem.
Be ready for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।